Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. I am your host Utkarsh Shukla. Welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. Let me introduce you to my guest, Faizan. Faizan, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Utkarsh, for having me over here.
Thanks, Faizan. So let us start with the very basic question. So, Faizan, it would be great if you can introduce our audience about yourself, your work, and your profession.
Okay, so my name is Faizan Patel. In terms of education background, I've done my master's from in media and communication from Manipal University, and professionally, I'm a photographer. I'm a video content creator. I create brands. I create content for brands for their social media, for their Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, anything for that matter. And apart from that, I started off as a wedding photographer. Then I slowly ventured into fashion, product, and basically I pretty much do all genres of photography except for wildlife.
That's awesome. I think so. You are basically more into photography, like photographing around the world, people, and other stuff apart from wildlife, right?
Correct. Pretty much everything, but for wildlife. Yes.
That's great. So, any particular dream that you have right now? Anything you want to share about your dream?
Dream, abhi I moved to Dubai, so the idea or the planning is that I establish myself over here. I'm doing a good job at it so far, but I think I can do way better. Establish a production house, and in Dubai every day is a hustle, so it's not that you get a passport here if you move here. So I want to have a provision or a business, something on those lines, where I get to settle in Dubai for good. So that's the idea. I don't want to go anywhere else. Europe, the situation is bad. Canada, what's the situation, right? US is equally bad. And I think then there are few GCC countries that are equally good. So I thought UAE is a better option for now. Yeah.
I think as a photographer, you need to travel as well, like for different photo shoots and other things. So that is also...
back in India, obviously it was traveling from north to south, east to west, pretty much everything. Dubai is a much smaller place, so I get to travel within that space. Yeah. But yeah, I since I'm an influencer as well, I used to get to travel. Now it's been, I think, almost a year since I haven't done much kind of travel. But yeah, as an influencer, I used to get to travel to different countries, cover events and everything. Right. So yes, that's one perk of being a photographer.
Yeah. Perk, or sometimes it might be a bit of tiriness as well. Like you need to travel.
See, if you enjoy a job, it doesn't get tiring, to be honest. If you're liking it, you enjoy the entire process. The traveling, the shooting, editing, everything. You should enjoy it.
I think that's the perfect answer. That tells you whether you are in the right profession or not.
Exactly. If you're not enjoying the travel, you're not enjoying the shoot, the process, that means you should find a new profession.
Correct. Thanks so much, Faizan. Third question, any particular story you want to share about photography or anything you want to talk about?
There are so many. I mean, if you can ask me something very specific, it will be easier. Lots of stories to share otherwise.
So any specific story for the photographers who are starting their careers or anything that can help them?
For story nahi kahunga, I'll just give a piece of probably like an advice.
Yeah, sure.
Like I worked for a year and a half as a graphic designer and social media content creator before I picked up full-time photography. So my suggestion or advice would be make sure that you work for some time, that working in a company or agency for that, whatever for that matter, organizes you a bit. You learn many organizational skills. You learn the other tools, like Excel sheet for that matter. Lots of tools that you learn. And once you have ample experience, like 2 to 5 years is a good sweet spot. Then move into a profession. Don't just pass out of college and say, okay, this is my passion and I want to get into this. Work for some time. You gain experience when working with different set of people. You learn from each other. And then once you're ready, you can move into any profession that you want to be: a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, video editor. The thing list goes on. Be an artist, musician, singer. Work for some time, in my opinion.
So, in short, I think you need to have a taste of the industry before jumping into
Exactly. You should, like if you want to become a musician, then work for a music label, production house, understand what exactly they do. If you want to become a freelance copywriter, then work in an ad agency. Again, if you want to be a videographer, photographer, work for a studio or a production house again. So whatever field that you what is your interest in it for after 5 years, just make sure you learn in the same process.
Correct. Awesome. So you also won. You were the runner-up of Filmfare Influencer of the Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anything on that, like you want to share that thing as well?
Nothing. I was happy when I moved here. I think within few months I got nominated for Photography Influencer of the Year by Filmfare Middle East. I signed up for it.
Okay.
And I was not expecting, to be honest, but I got runner-up. That's a good thing. I mean, if you have just moved here and you win an award, that's a good thing.
That's great.
So I was happy about it. I thought I'll get a good push into the Dubai market, but that did not happen. But it still feels good to add influencer photographer of the year on your bio.
Correct. So last question I would like to ask you is, you have 191K followers on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, 192. Yeah.
192 now. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you like to share your journey over there, like how you get it to that number? Because nowadays people are thinking that it's pretty easy to get to that spot, but it takes years of practice, right?
I feel now in the last 2-3 years it's easy to reach any kind of number because nowadays you have reels go viral.
Yeah.
Instagram for a good 7-8 years did not have any concept where you could go viral.
Yeah.
You had to post content if you're lucky, or maybe if you buy followers, you can gain followers. I joined Instagram in 2013.
Okay.
I was the initial set of influencers in Delhi. So I used to get approached by brands, primarily phone camera brands, to create content on their phones, on their cameras. So that's how I started. I gained slowly. Like I remember at one stage I was 1,000, 2,000 followers in the beginning, then 5,000, then 15,000. Then I was stuck on 15,000 for almost 5-6 years. Then there was a phase where people started buying followers. So I went through that phase as well. Then before COVID, I was stuck around 30,000, not growing. Reels came by for a year. I was not doing anything.
Yeah.
Then I think in last year, 2022, right? Yeah, 2022, I became regular.
Yeah.
I started posting content every day, mostly about BTS, behind the scenes. Basically, educating people on how to be a good photographer or a phone photographer for that matter. So from there onwards, my reels started getting viral, got picked up. They reached millions of views, several thousands of views, and yeah, right now at 192, my target was to touch 200 by the end of the month. So let's see if that happens. I'll be happy.
Hope you attain it soon. So I have seen your content. So you basically focus on educating people on the photography, how they can improve their things, and also at the same time telling us about different cameras or phones that are arriving in the market. So it's a complete package where you are trying to cover every aspect of
and whatever purview photography can cover, like lifestyle, even travel, anything that I can incorporate, cafes, restaurants, anything for that matter. Even shoots that I do for my clients, I put a BTS behind the scenes for that as well.
That's awesome. Okay, Faizan, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you so much, Utkarsh. So when do I get to see this video? How often do you take videos live?
Generally, I upload these interviews like by evening today. Okay.
Oh, that's quick. That's good. Good turnaround.
I will share it with you. So we have just started this channel, Professionals Unplugged, where I'm trying to cover people from different walks of life.
Got it.
So till now, I've covered 8 people. You are the 9th one on the list. And,
oh, nice, amazing. Do I know the rest of them? Do I know others?
They are from different professions. I think you are the first photographer here. The first person I met was a director and a photographer. So she was basically into film directing. Right?
Amazing. Nice.
So I think that you are the first photographer here.
Okay, great. And influencer as well?
Yeah, and influencer as well. Yeah, that's the name what I always call you.
Perfect. So looking forward to the video then.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care. Take care, Utkarsh. Have a good day.
Thanks,
Bye.
Raja.